Hello and welcome to the nightly Newsfeed wrap-up. I think this is the 16th edition and I'm your host, James Fargon. Tonight's soundtrack will be the goings-on outside of my window here, and I decided to try a change of scenery. This is a really cool lamp that I picked up some time ago. It's got all these twisty wires on it that you can twist into shapes of your own design. And tonight I'm really winging it. I had a lot on my plate today and didn't have any time to precogitate or prepare in any way. So I'm gonna proceed from scratch. I had different things in mind that I wanted to say, but I'm going to trust in my own reactions to what I see. So first I'm going to go to David Icke feed here. Cliff high on the useful idiots that serve the control system while claiming to expose it. Well, yeah, you know, the landscape is full of those motherfuckers. And Cliff High, I was in contact with Cliff High. We traded emails, and I urged him to look at Jim Stone's Fukushima report and address it, and he never did. And I have other comments on that from other people that I will not repeat. Just really tread carefully. Watch your step. Remember who you are. Buy my book. Buy my fucking book. Relentless Campaign. Gareth Icke, really cool. Great tune. WWF calls for global poverty to save the planet. The World Wildlife Fund has released a report which calls for all carbon emissions to be banned by 2050 and for the entire human population to live in a state of poverty in the name of preserving rare species and saving the planet. Well, this is what it boils down to, folks. And there's a picture of Prince Charles. The caption goes, "Parasite and current president of the World Wildlife Fund faces austerity in his Aston Martin." This is what it boils down to, folks, and go see The Hunger Games. It's a brilliant picture. Here's what it boils down to. They long for the days when they lorded over serfs from their fucking mansions. And they had, like, first dibs on any newlywed bride. I forget the Latin term for that. Prima noxa or something like that. They long for that. That's why they hate really progressive technology like nuclear technology. And that's what Fukushima was about. One thing that it was about was blackening the image of the nuclear power industry, which Jim Stone has established to be a real pinnacle of potential. And they even, back in the early 70s, nuclear engineers even figured out a way to basically, through two different reactor systems, to shuttle fuel back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, until it was so depleted that it was no more harmful than your aluminum cooking pot. And you could sleep on a bed of depleted fuel. And now we have all this bullshit and nonsense about how, when I was in high school, okay, I was taught that it was carbon monoxide that was the problem. And somewhere along the way, it got changed over to carbon dioxide, No, I was carbon. Yeah, carbon dioxide. Yeah, the stuff that we breathe out and plants breathe in, so that they can produce oxygen, which we breathe in, so that we a beautiful cycle, just as God intended, and that is the satanic method to subvert God's natural order. That's everything that they're about. And if you look into Freemasonry and the great work is to perfect an imperfect creation. And so here we have Prince Charles riding in his fucking Aston Martin, looking like a fucking asshole, looking like the complete fucking asshole, prick, privileged douchebag, never had to work a day in his life motherfucker that he is, with his shades on that probably cost more than you or I make in a fucking year of hard labor. I better not get too loud. We've got students in the next room, and my wife is going to come reprimand me, and it's going to hurt if it happens. So, Prince Charles. Austerity, huh? I think that after the trigger is ignited and the domino chain begins, you're going to be the one living in austerity, motherfucker. Global warming is nothing but a pretext for levying carbon taxes on how much you breathe. And if you think I'm kidding, I'm not. Go look it up. Remember who you are. Buy my book. He can't get enough. He can't get enough money. Think of how much money it must require to feed this operation. He's got a website and a webmaster and all that. And he's got to travel around the world and charge buku bucks for tickets to his seminars. He's got to rent out the coliseums and shit. Yeah, I know, it costs money, but, this relentless, campaign to buy my book, buy my book, buy my book. I mean, come on. He is campaigning for Holly Greig, the poor Down syndrome Scottish girl who got diddled by Scottish royalty and bureaucrats. He does good things. I don't mean to rag on him too much, but, Mother faces 93 days in jail for vegetable garden. I already did this one. Fucking insane. Just fucking insane. The girl killed by Barack Obama, she never saw it coming. I assume that that's a drone thing. 14 state governors under fire from White House for forming citizen militias not under federal control. Maybe the South will rise again. Israelification, there's a new word, of American domestic security. American domestic security was Israelified long ago. This is on RT. So I guess even RT has to soft pedal shit a little bit, but the game was over long ago, folks. Long ago. Venezuela leads the world in supporting workers with its new labor law. Well, I hope Chavez is real and not just another globalist pig. Something new about OKC and 9/11 investigator victim of setup. I don't have any idea about that, so I'm not going to go into it. Relationship between Michelle Obama and Oprah Winfrey breaks down. Oprah Winfrey. Remember when Oprah Winfrey and her feel-good church of what's happening now? When she wept in front of the cameras, she said, I think this might be the one. Go to hell, Oprah. I mean, I shouldn't say go to hell to anybody, but, you know, Oprah, eat shit, Oprah. If you don't know what you're talking about, you're too stupid to live. The former CIA agent claims America did not kill bin Laden. Well, here we have it, folks. Shit is seeping through the stress fractures. And this is why I still give Ben Fulford credence. Kaiser Report, countdown to Armageddon. I don't like this. I don't like this scaremongering, man. I don't like headlines like that. I think it's highly suspect. David Icke, remember who you are. Come to my show at Wembley Arena. Buy my book. Diamond suggests that billions lost in derivatives fraud is standard banking practice. Well, that's right. That's standard banking practice. He didn't suggest it, he stated it. And, well, maybe he just suggested it, but that's what it is. And I better check on my time. I'm on 11 minutes and 23 seconds. Shit. So much to cover, so little time. DHS considers collecting DNA from kids. Oh. DEA and U.S. Marshals already do. Well, folks, man, I mean, if you don't have enough sense to fucking know that your DNA is private, it's given to you by God, it's yours by writ of the holy event of having been born into this beautiful creation. And anybody that wants to check, record, and control your DNA is your enemy. That's your fucking DNA. That's who you are. That's the script for your being. I mean, if you won't fight for your children, if you won't fight for your wives going through fucking naked body scanners, if you won't fight for your kids getting felt up by goons getting paid minimum wage, no offense to minimum wage earners, but that's the fact. Will you fight for your DNA? Even if you won't fight for the DNA of fucking corn, will you fight for your own DNA? I will. If it comes to that. There's so much out there. So much. I mean, I just can't even begin to touch on it. It's just surveillance drones spotted near Chicago for NATO summit. I mean, come on. How much more bullshit can we take? How much more? A global crime spree. What's NATO ever done? Go check that out. Buy my book. I was going to try to get to Rents tonight, but and there's plenty more shit that I would love to talk about, but you know, I've got my time limits, which I'm checking on now. Coming up on 14 minutes, so the closeout. I did a broadcast last night that I kept absolutely fucking clean of any profanity because I wanted to make it palatable to any and all listeners, especially those who are readers of Jim Stone. And I urge you, if you care about truth and if you want to cut through the bullshit and really see what's really happened and is happening, go to www.jimstonefreelance.com. That's jimstonefreelance.com. Read his reports, groundbreaking reports, and see how he has been suppressed. And he's been persecuted to no end. And he keeps going. And he's my friend. And he's got a new forum up, so join the forums and let's get the truth, like, let's get the truth out there. Let's do it, folks. I gotta sign out. This is James Fargon, Nightly News Feed, May 16th, 2012. Over and out.